Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm back at the bridge spot. It was just too good. I had to fly it one more time. We're leaving in 2 days, so this is my last chance to fly here. I'm just gonna enjoy flying around it, flying through all the trestles. I think it's gonna be a good time. So today we're flying my Apex Evo, of course. I have a build video coming out for this really soon, but it's a ton of work. It's taken me a ton of time to edit, so just be patient. It will come out eventually, I promise. So I think I'm gonna do a hand launch today. As you can see, there's lots of brush around, so I'm probably gonna land in that patch there like I did last time, but I've been practicing a lot of hand launches. They're pretty easy to do, to be honest. Okay, turning the remote on.
Welcome to HTX.
All right, let's get it. Always with the right hand. Okay, and we're going. Man, this is always such a beautiful spot. It's a shame I can't fly here more times. But the last couple weeks have been rainy. It's been cold. Every time I'm flying cold, it just kills the battery, so I try not to do it too much. I'm sure if you're in this hobby, you know how expensive batteries are. Let's see, good service, good signal rather. Just a beautiful river. Look at all the fall colors right now too. It's a great time to be in the area. Right before the snows start, which we've talked to some locals and the snow seems super intense. They had 2 weeks of -20-degree weather last year. What? -20, I just can't even imagine that. That's -20 Fahrenheit. I'll put up a Celsius conversion, but it's entirely too low. That would be like, let's see, 20 under 32. That's honestly probably like -30 Fahrenheit. We'll see how close I get. I'm not recording with the O3 like I did last time, at least today. I'm only recording with the GoPro. I would like to get some ND filters to do a true comparison. Is that something you'd be interested in? Like, comment below if you would be interested in something like that. Oh, so pretty. There's so much variety of colors here. Like in Colorado, a lot of it is just yellow. I lived in Colorado for a few years, which is why I know it. In the Southeast, there's like no colors. And these holes are huge, perfect for flying through. And the signal always looks really good. I think they're big enough. Man, what a spot. I did take a trip recently south. I went to Colorado for a photo shoot, and on the way, I flew some in Wyoming. By now that video should be out. So I got a lot of practice in, did a lot of mountain surfing, and just, that was a good time. So I'm much more confident than I was last time. I believe someone commented like, if you're worried about breaking stuff, you're just not pushing hard enough. Which, I think there's a healthy balance, right? It's so confusing sometimes to hear like the sound, because the drone sound is telling me one thing and my eyes are telling me another. It's kind of disconcerting. Oh, that's a cool shot. So cool. I'm so tense right now. Relax. Something about talking to the camera and flying, it's difficult sometimes. If you saw my previous vlog, the one with the wild horses, which if you haven't seen it, you should. That was a really cool flight. But I had to cut out a lot of empty space on that one. It just, sometimes, you know, you're concentrating really hard on the flight. I didn't want to actually run into horses or lose my drone, so there were lots of gaps in the talking. There were people down here earlier. I haven't seen them through the goggles. I'm not sure if they're still here. I am closing in on 3.5 volts though. I feel like it's harder to orbit a wide object like that. Again, there's a bug crawling up my leg. Every time I fly here, there's a bug crawling up my leg. All right, let's bring it in. There's our setup, my beautiful wife, of course. Okay, now that I'm warmed up, I think I'm gonna practice power loops today. This is a really good spot for power loops. It's nice and clear, and I think I really need to be repeatable. I would love to try a matty flip, but honestly, I haven't tried it enough in the simulator. And that's the key to any trick. You have to try over and over and over and over in the simulator. So it has to make sense. I've tried matties a couple times, and I get to a certain point and it's kind of unclear. I'm like, where do I go from here? I think I need to build up some experience in the simulator. Then I can bring that to somewhere safe to try matty flips. So today, let's try for power loops. Let's try and get those really clean and repeatable. The only way to do it is to do it over and over and over. Let's give it a go. Okay, let's give this a go. Okay, so I think I'll warm up with some power loops. I haven't done any of those yet. It's a very similar move. It's kind of like if you're doing a power loop, everything is done in reverse. So you pull off the power the same way that you put on the power. So that was not a very good power loop. Let's just try one in the open first. I think I'm putting the power on too early, so I'm going more up than back. So let's go back. There we go. There we go, nice power loop. I feel like it's harder over big objects. I normally do it over smaller objects. Yeah, still not going back far enough. Okay. There we go. That was a good one. Let's try again. Nice, nice and tight. Honestly, I could probably give more power. Yeah, that backwards part is hard. Will I be doing a matty flip today? That is the question. Honestly, the way I'm flying, probably not. If you're good at matty flips, I'm super open to suggestions. How do you try? You try low to the ground, or you try on big objects like this? Clean loop. Yeah, I'm going forward instead of back. Being blind is just so sketchy. Man, this battery is low too. Perhaps this one wasn't fully charged. Clean. Yeah, if I can do the loops right, they're super clean. But sometimes they're not as intuitive as I feel like they should be. That's the move, isn't it? Do a loop and then come through here. Perhaps I need some more practice first. I'm getting better step by step. It's just flying like, man, you gotta fly every day if you can. That's the only way to get better at anything. Get off of me, fly. I got flies crawling all over me. It's because I smell so good, obviously. Oop, battery's dying. Okay, let's bring it in. So that was valuable practice. Maybe I spoke too soon. And that's the end for this spot. So I'm hoping to come back here, but it's not going to be for at least a year. It's going to be a pretty long time. I did enjoy my time flying here. I enjoyed flying through all the holes, whatever you call them, in the trestles. It's been a pretty cool spot. I wish I had gotten to fly it more, but you know, rain happens, life happens. That's just how life works sometimes. So I appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bugs are crawling all over me.